Are you wondering why your home doesn't look as sophisticated as you hoped despite all your efforts? Well, you're not alone. Today we're diving into the common interior design mistakes that can make a home look cheap. These blunders are often subtle, yet they have a significant impact on the overall aesthetic of your living space. The good news? Once you're aware of these pitfalls, they're easy to avoid and rectify, transforming your home into the stylish haven you've always dreamt of. Welcome to Serene Shelter, your go-to guide for all things home and living. Starting off with our first interior design mistake, the excessive use of shiny, cheap materials. It's all too easy to be drawn to the sparkle and glitz, but too much shine can cheapen the overall look of your home. Instead, consider mixing and matching materials. Blend high shine pieces with matte finishes for a sophisticated, balanced look. Natural materials like wood and stone can add warmth and depth. And remember, sometimes less is more. The key is to strike a balance between high shine and matte finishes. Next up, cluttered spaces. These tend to make a home look cheap and disorganized. Even the most expensive furniture can't shine in a cluttered room. It's like wearing a diamond necklace with a wrinkled shirt. It just doesn't work. Instead, think about incorporating smart storage solutions. These can help keep your belongings organized and out of sight. Regular decluttering is also key. It's not just about having less stuff, but about showcasing your items in a way that adds to your home's aesthetic. Remember, less is often more when it comes to interior design. Moving on to mistakes 3 and 4, neglected walls and mismatched lighting. These two elements can drastically impact the aesthetic of your home. Let's start with neglected walls. A plain, unadorned wall can make a room look dull and lackluster. It's like a canvas waiting to be painted. Don't be afraid to add a touch of your personality with wall decor. Art prints, mirrors, or even a bold paint color can bring life to your space and make it look more upscale. Now let's talk about lighting. Poor lighting can make the most beautifully decorated room look cheap. The key is to use a mix of different light sources. Combine ambient lighting for general illumination, task lighting for specific tasks, and accent lighting to highlight your favorite features. And remember, the color temperature of your light bulbs matters too. Warm light creates a cozy atmosphere, while cool light is more energizing and great for workspaces. A well-lit room with thoughtfully decorated walls can drastically improve the overall look of your home. On to mistakes 5 and 6, poorly sized rugs and lack of texture. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like something was off? It might be a rug that's too small. A rug should ground your furniture, not float in the middle of the room. It might be tempting to save a few bucks on a smaller rug, but trust me, it will make your room look disjointed and cheap. Now let's talk about texture. A lack of texture can make a room feel flat and uninteresting. Texture adds depth and dimension to a space. It can be as simple as adding a chunky knit throw to your couch or a woven basket for storage. Don't be afraid to mix and match textures. It's all about balance. Incorporating different textures through textiles and decor not only adds interest, but also brings a sense of warmth and comfort to your space. Adding texture and a well-sized rug can instantly elevate your space. Finally, we have mistakes 7 to 10. Ignored windows, overly themed rooms, lack of personal touch, and too much matching furniture. Let's dive right in. First, let's talk about ignored windows. Windows are like the eyes of a home. When they're left bare, it can make your space feel cold and impersonal. Dressing up your windows with some stylish curtains or blinds can completely transform the look and feel of your space, adding warmth and character. Moving on to mistake number 8, overly themed rooms. While themes can be fun, sticking to one too rigidly can make your home look more like a theme park than a comfortable living space. Instead, try incorporating elements of your chosen theme subtly throughout your decor. This will give your home a cohesive feel without being overbearing. Next, we have the lack of personal touch. Your home should be a reflection of you and your unique style. If your space is filled with generic decor, it will lack personality and feel impersonal. So, don't be afraid to add touches that speak to who you are. Display your favorite art pieces, family photos, or travel mementos. These can add a personal touch and make your home feel more inviting. Lastly, we have mistake number 10, too much matching furniture. While matching furniture sets can be convenient, they can also make your space feel bland and unimaginative. Instead, try mixing and matching different styles and pieces. This can give your space a unique, eclectic feel and make it look more high-end. Remember, your home should reflect your personality and taste. Don't be afraid to mix things up. And that wraps up our list of common interior design mistakes that can make your home look cheap. Remember, overuse of shiny materials, cluttered spaces, neglected walls, mismatched lighting, poorly sized rugs, lack of texture, ignored windows, overly themed rooms, lack of a personal touch, and too much matching furniture can all contribute to a cheap-looking home. But with a bit of thought and planning, these pitfalls are easy to sidestep. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Have you been making any of these mistakes? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Serene Shelter for more home and living tips.